Okay, so when we're playing 40K, one of the best aspects of it is just what you can come up with, what you can create on the tabletop. Before you put your armies down, just seeing what kind of landscape you can make. And at the same time, while you're setting this table up, you're thinking about, okay, depending on the mission type, depending on deployment type, there are a couple good areas on this table that actually would benefit my army. And I say that because I'm really looking at terrain. Because terrain can be a crucial part to any army. Because you don't want too much terrain on the table, but you don't really want to have too little terrain on the table. And at the same time, you're looking at the terrain because if you're a army that doesn't have a high ballistic skill, guard, orcs, you're really looking at pieces of terrain that can give you a cover save. Well, if you have a low ballistic skill, it gives you more options as far as where to hide, where to disguise yourself. But if you are, those armies, your Space Marines, your Tau, you're looking at cover saves. You're looking at anything that can give you the most ability to survive, aside from your armor. Because, let's face it, in 40K now, you're going to have more weaponry, more abilities to negate armor saves than I think you've ever had before. That being said, the best way I can see it is if you play with a lot of ruins. Do a nice little cityscape. Because you're giving yourself a 4-up cover save, at least. And on top of that, you're able to put a lot of models in there, provided you have enough windows to look out, that you can really pick apart. Put some snipers up there, maybe put a couple Devastator squads if you're Space Marines, and you can wreak a lot of havoc on your opponent. And if you're playing against, say you're doing a cityscape, you're in an open field, going up against the edge of a rattered-tattered city. Or maybe something similar to Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings. Recreate that. Then, if you're on the opposite side, you have to assault that. You have to try and take out your opponent's army in this fortification. Then you're stuck thinking, what is going to be the best way? Because anything I have that's going to take out his armor save, he's going to get a cover save. Maybe I can get through it by throwing some template weapons on it. Maybe try and do some focused fires, whittle down a unit or two, see if I can get him to run off the table. But terrain can play a very important piece in survivability for your army. The question is, how can you properly use it to your best advantage? Because every army is different. So every army will use terrain differently. So let's start a discussion below. How do you feel terrain works best for you? And what type of terrain works best for your army?